obviously the doctor giving her this tonic or whatever that let's discuss this. What did it actually do? Like make Lizzie more vulnerable to come out? Or Eliza more vulnerable to
I
let Lizzie
think
out?
so, because in the beginning it was one or the other.
Yes.
One or the other. Like maybe a little bit of whispers from Lizzie.
So it just made her
not full
more,
conversations.
It was like more aware of each other, being able to talk to her. I enjoy that.
And remember, Eliza couldn't remember what Lizzie had done versus once she started drinking this, she was getting snippets of what Eliza or what Lizzie had done.
Yeah.
And then like that's when they started being able to just like talk, and then she could just switch at will.
Yeah.
In between, like especially when they went down to the Rat King, she'd be like, "Let me forward," and then Eliza would come out. And they would just like switch back and forth, and I wonder if that's what the potion
like
made
how
her more
he was like
to.
let Eliza talk to him to Lizzie.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I already forget the question. Say it again.
Oh, what would you have done differently? Like, did they do anything you disagreed with?
No.
Eliza was pretty like spot on. Like, she walked a pretty straightforward path until Lizzie started coming in a little more.
Because I guess just the best friend thing, not having
she need a bestie,
one person to confide in,
a safe woman.
Yeah. Even if it was a man, just someone, that gay bestie.
Everybody needs the gay bestie. Yes. Okay.
I'm so happy that Dustin has been talking to us to mention our gay bestie.
Yeah, Daddy, we've missed you.
Literally so worried.
Yes. But he shuts down when he gets busy and stressed.
Yes,
which is fine. We love and accept you, Daddy.
But you need to at least pop up when we're talking so we know that you can visually see what we're talking about and that you are alive.
Nicole worries a lot.
I literally, every time I see Cena, I'm like, I'm really worried about Dustin.
Okay. What do you think is going to happen in the next book?
I don't know, because I kind of forgot that it was like a series.
It's 3 books.
So like I think she's I mean, obviously more murders.
Duh.
But I think Lizzie, I mean, you said Eliza's more prominent in the next book, like you already told me that.
I can't, it's been so long, I can't remember. And I feel like she's a little more, because I believe, was it at the end of this book, Lafayette's aware of what's going on with Eliza and Lizzie.
Yes.
And she's terrified he's going to report her. But at the same time, she has his secret too.
Yes.
And I feel like it's something that's going to be Lafayette's trying to take down the Royal Society from within. And I feel like it has a lot more to do with that Royal Society. And I also feel like Lizzie's going to try to get her own body.
That's what I was like. I feel like Lizzie is going to be more like, I hope they keep they're talking to themselves in their heads kind of vibe. Mm-hmm. So they're communicating, know what's happening kind of vibe.
Yeah.
But, yeah, just that.
Yeah. And like I said, I cannot remember anything.
Yeah.
Other than, and I think we know in this book, Malachi Todd gets out of the asylum.
Yeah.
And they have like this dangerous dance, I think, that goes on in the next book. Because he's obviously in love with Eliza.
Yes.
So I'm, kind of interested to see what's
that meetup with him and Lizzie in the alleyway though.
Yeah.
That was a little steamy.
Yeah. Like it's hot.
Yeah.
There's like random incredibly hot stuff, and then they're like, oh yeah, scientific, blah 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 blah
playing
blah.
on the teetering on the edge.
On the edge. Well, I guess it's time to give it a Wife Wednesday rating.
Ooh,
1 through 5 stars. How do you feel? I'm comfortable.
Okay, if it was a standalone book, I would give it a 3.75.
Uh-huh.
But because it's a series, and it's kind of like the Kickstarter of the series,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, because it's the first book, I'd give it a 4.
I was going to say a 3.75 or 4 as well.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with a 3.75.
Yeah.
And that's only because I don't know. Like, I mean, I enjoyed the book. I enjoyed reading it more than I enjoyed listening to it.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm going to say a 3.75.
Yeah.
I think it's...
I think I would enjoy it more if I physically read it as well.
Yes, because the first book I had, I'd gotten it from the library. And, you know, I could just hold it and just, like, disappear into it.
Yes.
Versus sometimes I feel like with audiobooks, especially because I'm busying myself, I don't get as immersed in it.
Agreed. I totally agree with that.
And I think this series is a series you have to let yourself be immersed by.
Yeah.
So for the casual reader and an overall Wife Wednesday score, 3.75 stars.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So let it be written. So let it be done. Pay attention. It's time for the regularly scheduled portion of the podcast, Song of the Week.
Okay, so this week I had 2 because my week started off and I loved this. I still love it. I'm just listening to both of them. But my mood switched. And that doesn't happen often with my music choices in the middle of a week. Okay. So the first one was Just a Cloud Away from Pharrell Williams. It's very popular on TikTok right now, but I've liked it since it came out, basically. But it's just like it kept me going this week.
Mm-hmm.
And then I heard Hero by Chad Kroeger and Josie Scott. And wow.
And that
brought me back.
Gives you lots of feelings, doesn't it?
Lots of feelings. And I'm like, oh, I love this song so much.
So my song of the week this week is one from Andrew. Because obviously he's got great taste and he sends me stuff.
Yeah.
But it's been a total banger in my head. And it is The Death of Peace of Mind by Bad Omens. And I don't know, like, I want to say it's heavy metal, but then it's also kind of pop. And then it's also kind of like piano ballad. And then they rock. Like, they're just a good band. I don't know how to compare it to another band, but it's a little more easy listening than like death metal. It's not death metal. When
I saw the title of the song, it made me think of this week. I was thinking about our wedding and what our song would be.
Our wedding?
Yes.
Okay. What is our song?
I don't know. I just have been pondering it.
Send your suggestions in. At Wife
I think
Wednesday
it's because
Pod.
I literally... I've talked about it multiple times to people about how I literally am not marrying anyone again until it's Cena. Like, I could get divorced. Like, I am not marrying another man until Cena's husband dies. I'm marrying Cena. It is said and done.
Yeah. They ain't got time for any more men in our lives.
Literally, no. Like, you can come around and be that thing I need every once in a while, but the love of my life is Cena.
I can drive stick. But it doesn't mean I want it to be my everyday car.
Yeah, exactly.
This week on the Cena segment. This week in the Cena segment, I ain't had the time or mental energy for anything this week, but I bought 2 Sims expansion packs last night because I'm like, listen, I got to get through this book, and I'm like, but I also really want to play Sims because I was so stressed out yesterday and everything, and they were like the last 2. Okay, so in the Sims there are expansion packs. There's game packs and there's stuff packs. I have all the expansion packs.
Yes.
And now I have all of the game packs, which means I now, the last 2 I had to buy were the Jungle Adventure, which means I get to go be Indiana Jones.
Oh, love that.
And then the other one is Star Wars. So I get to go to Batu. Yeah. And so I haven't played with that one yet. I've just wanted to get through the paleontologist thing.
With a Jedi, please.
I will.
Or a Sith. I mean, honestly, do both and see what you get.
If they had the option for the same time, I would.
I know.
But you know, like, been enjoying it. I'm living out my if only it was dinosaur
I was going to ask, do they have a dinosaur
No,
expansion
but I
pack
feel
yet?
like they should.
Because, I mean, they're coming out with the last Jurassic World Dominion.
Exactly.
Something should be coming.
Like, I'm an archaeologist right now, but I really want to be a paleontologist because all I'm saying is, do you know how many Jeff Goldblums out there would be?
God.
Like, I'd be able to download somebody's already made character, which would be mega hot and already perfect.
Yes.
And then I could live out all my fantasies.
He's so great.
He was my sexual awakening in Jurassic Park.
Gosh, he was literally, he still is.
When they throw him in the back of that open Jeep and he's laying there with his leg up and his shirt's open. What's that sound on TikTok? They're like, it made my pussy throw up.
Yeah. Yes.
That was my awakening, people. That was it. And then I'm gonna blame Shauna on this last one.
Oh, yeah.
She gave me an app called Manta to start reading. And they're all beautiful colored comics. And
listen,
I have been balls deep in these.
She was talking to me about them. And I'm like, she started and she's like, I've been reading this one so far. I'm like, oh, is it anime? She's like, yeah, sort of. I'm like, yeah, I don't really like anime. And then she proceeded to talk to me the whole time about it. And I was trying to be genuinely interested. And I hope that she felt that because I didn't understand one thing she was saying.
Oh my gosh.
But I was here to let her talk and talk about whatever she wanted.
I are on different, we read different kinds of stuff.
Yes.
I'll read some cutesier stuff, but she's definitely more of a cutesy person. Yeah, and Shauna's into like the boy love. Guy is.
I'm like, I just don't.
She's into the boy love, which is fine.
Yes.
I'll read a couple of them, but honestly, I'm a straight woman. I'm gonna read straight woman stuff. And the thing I like about this app is nothing's censored. So they're all like fucking and there's blood and like murder. Yeah. And I'm probably reading very dark series.
Yes.
And there's one that I've been reading called The Golden Forest that I think even my dad would like. What?
Did you see the TikTok that I sent you? I know you have been in the world, but I don't know if you caught up to the one that I sent you about
Lore Olympus? Yeah, you said you had a lot to explain to me.
No, not to explain, to catch up on. I haven't read it.
I haven't read it either.
But they said it took like 150 episodes for
Apollo
to find out about Apollo.
Yes.
And I'm like, I have to read up to that at the very least.
Yes, because, I need to as well. Gosh. Full circle, it just needs to happen.
Yes.
I'm ready for justice and retribution. Literally, and
that's
everything.
All I've been waiting for in that book is for when Hades finds out.
Yeah. Agreed.
I have chills right now.
I don't know. Sometimes it's the same way I feel about TikToks. If I don't get to them fast enough, I see the number keep going up and then I get anxiety.
Yeah.
Because I'm out of the loop. And then I'm like afraid to open it. And then did you get my text earlier this week when I was like, there's a lot of TikToks. I've made it through them all. I love you. This is me acknowledging that.
Yes.
I was like, I am not liking or responding to any of them because I did not have the mental capacity this week. I've just been.
So I'm in season 2. I don't know how far away I am from it, but I have a lot.
I'm also in season 2. So.
Oh, sorry. I was going the wrong way.
I don't even think I have the app downloaded anymore.
I downloaded it just so it was ready. And my next episode is 170 and they're at 190 mid-season. So I haven't listened to it since August of 2021.
Really?
Which isn't bad.
I guess, it was just a couple months ago.
It just doesn't seem right in my brain. Like, I feel like it's been way longer than that.
You know what? Life has been pretty busy this last year. Everyone kind of went through it.
Yeah.
And I feel like last summer was a lifetime away.
Oh, apparently they haven't been making episodes since January 15. And it says, because it's taking their break or whatever. and they made a note that Lore Olympus will return. Like, making sure people understand, like,
Yes.
this is just a break, y'all. They're making a show,
Honestly,
and who knows when
yeah,
that's
the
gonna
show,
happen.
and then they published the first edition
Yeah.
of Lore Olympus.
Which is at